Hey guys, I'm Mike Wang, here with expert tips. Good coaching means being able to make smart adjustments in game. That's why this week we're going to
check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Look at the Trailblazers. So the Bobcats starting five. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Julius Randle. Then there's J.R. Smith. Then it's DeAndre Ayton. And it's Cousins in at the point. And for Portland, we've got C.J. McCollum. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Graham in at the one. Now here is Smith. Knocks it loose. Just 5 to shoot. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. A lot of trade rumors beginning to swirl now, Brent. Several teams out there trying to add talent. And sometimes it comes at the expense of team chemistry.
It can, and I think teams who are very, very aware of their potential to be into the playoffs are careful to tinker with that. If they know they're going to have an opportunity to play in the postseason, the additions that they have to make, Kevin, they have to understand that that player coming in is great for us, but how is it that that player comes in? Who does it affect in our locker room?
Or they make a trade or don't make a trade because they're worried about team chemistry, how it'll be affected.
Exactly. Yeah. But again, I'll go back to an addition sometimes into a locker room with just that talent may affect the talent you already have. And if you're really cognizant of that fact, sometimes not making the deal is the best deal to make.
Outside, Towns. Back to Cousins. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Yeah, you might want to call down some recruits to try to stop DeMarcus Cousins. 5 might not be enough.
Butler deciding where to go with it. Towns with the defensive effort.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Butler. He had a 36-point outing in the last game again.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
No good from Cousins.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
Now here is Smith. He had 15 points last outing.
J.R. Smith has a quick release and can shoot it from deep, but that time a nice job off the pass.
Graham kicks to Butler. Back to McCollum. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Graham. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Graham's got 6.
Such a luxury to have McCollum be able to play both guard spots. So not just a scorer, solid passer too. About 3 assists for his career.
Now here's Cousins. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Denver.
And he also made an impact on defense, guys. 3 block shots over the course of the game.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. Pass to Graham. Butler against Towns. Butler, no good. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for Charlotte. Pass to Cousins. Back to Smith. Over to the left wing. Towns is doubled. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. There's 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Now McCollum from deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. It's all tied in Portland. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports.
I want to be the best player who ever played. And
on his coaches, Greg, and teammates love hearing that.
And how can you not? I mean, that kind of drive is special. And with his tools and potential, hard to put a ceiling on just how good he can be.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
It felt like they knew that there were openings in transition and just wanted to trying to feed that, get out quick.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Portland, Bismack Biyombo is out there with Aminu. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Graham in at the point guard. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. And Greg, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Graham dishes to Aminu. And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's just a poor decision by the defender there. Aminu is not a high percentage shot maker, but has made himself into a pretty good free throw shooter. Well, Portland being up there in the PNW, that's the Pacific Northwest, always means a lot of air miles. Matter of fact, they lead the league pretty much every year in distance travel.
Now here's Cousins. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game. Right, you talk about all that travel for the Blazers. That can wear you down.
Well, interesting. The Blazers have done some particular things off the floor for their players, bringing in UV lights into the locker rooms, coffee before the game. It's very much hipster Pacific Northwest.
Taking it up strong against size. He does not lack for confidence.
Yeah, hard to stop it there if you're the big man. That's just too good a shot and great concentration.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Cousins converts despite being bodied up by the defense there. He is just so physical and hard to contain.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And he's shooting his free throws to the tune of 75% this season. Fairly standard number.
Now here's Butler. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Right wing. A floater. And it's Graham missing. For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. It's Randall with the drive. A shot missing.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
Very steady in-between game there for Butler. You don't want to let him get too many of those.
Smith outside. We've got 1:18 left in the first half of the game. 6 on the shot clock. Inside, Ayton. That's Biyombo with the rebound.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
Here's Graham. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against.
Let us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
Here's Randall. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Aminu's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The feed to Butler. No good on that one. Nice D from Cousins.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
They get it back. Biombo with the block. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so Cousins will bring it up for Charlotte. They trail by 1. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Trying to find Towns. Gets it to him. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Biombo's got 4 rebounds in this game. And a wide open look for McCollum. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. McCollum's got the lead up to 3 now for the Trailblazers. And that's it for the first. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. If you look at... And that...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Cousins getting it done.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Here's who James Borrego is starting the second half with. Julius Randle is out there with Towns. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Ayton. And it's Smith in at the 2 guard.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
The Trailblazers shooting only 32% from the field. Plenty of signs of struggle by this offense today.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense, and it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
Graham busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Graham's got his 3rd basket of the night. Cousins, the pass to Smith. McCollum against Cousins. That one goes in. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter, but he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team, and there aren't really any holes in his game. It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 3 assists tonight.
And they've had assists now in their last 3 baskets.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Butler goes in. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
I tell you what, Butler is a physical dunker. I mean, he takes his craft seriously. I just love watching this guy take off.
Smith finds Randle. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
So creative on offense. Randle getting more and more comfortable handling the ball and understanding where he can get to on specific possessions.
Butler against Towns. Butler passes to Biombo. And it's blocked. Another shot.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
Charlotte trails by 3. Smith outside. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Here's Randle. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Butler against Towns. Shots good from Butler. Butler's got 8.
And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
Smith kicks to Cousins. Now here's Ayton. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Well, the defense respects Aiden's ability to score, especially from that area on the floor. He becomes dangerous.
And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both. Trailblazers leading by 3. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Graham with the ball. 8 points for him. Here's Butler. It's tipped. Smith outside. The pass to Randall. Kicks to Cousins. And here's Towns. Graham defending with 1 on the clock. And Towns lays it in. Towns has got 4 points this quarter. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 1. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league as far as setting your teammates up. Lots more scorers now, but right there creating the scoring opportunity for his teammate.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Al Farouk Amino is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Graham in at the 1 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Towns against Butler to take the lead. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Portland the foul.
And already a leader at such a young age. Towns' teammates look to him to anchor them on both ends. And he has not disappointed. And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Combo dishes to Graham. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Smith. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Passes it to Cousins. Here's Towns. Smith outside. Just 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range, Aminu grabs the miss.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Here's Graham. He's guarded by Cousins. And it's Graham missing.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's McCollum. Portland again missing.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Cousins, no good. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's Graham, and the layup is good.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
Trailblazers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And the basket by McCollum.
Well, fearlessness by McCollum there, willing to take those big shots in the game's biggest moments.
To the paint, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns. We've seen some great competition in this one.
Yeah, 7 already in the game, and I think it shows you how well these two teams match up with one another.
McCollum with the ball, now defended by Randall. McCollum passes to Butler. And the 3 off target. For Charlotte, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And Randall throws it down.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 51 seconds left to play here in the fourth. get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, DeAndre Ayton.
And he's been dialed in from the field, Kevin. Good on over 60% of his attempts. They've been working the ball around well, and he's benefited with a lot of open looks. And boy, has he made the most of them.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
Thanks, David. Smith finds Ayton. Here's Cousins. They get the rebound. And they go to the intentional foul. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And an intentional foul right there. He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
7th pick in the 2014 NBA draft. The interesting thing about Randall is he falls into that category as a tweener. Maybe not a 3-man or a 4-man, but over the course of his career, he's decided to improve his outside shooting, become a threat driving to the basket, and now finding a home offensively in the NBA. You wonder how much further he can go if he could expand to the three-point line. Julius Randle's going to be in this league for a long time.
Graham kicks to Aminu. Over Randle. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so it's Charlotte with the win. A narrow. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.